So how to proceed it? Because question contain ABCs, you can see that already the question contain ABC. So I would recommend that please rewrite these terms as A dash B dash, fine? Because question already contain ABC alphabet, so avoid any mistakes. So rewrite it as B dash will be C minus A and C dash will be A minus B. Separate constant and the coefficient from ABC from all of these terms. Wait for a second. Wait for a second. And as usual, we will start working with discriminant value, that it will be b dash square minus 4a dash c dash. This is the discriminant. And now what we will do, that we will start the substituting values, like b dash is c minus a, its whole square, minus 4a dash will be b minus c, and c dash will be a minus c. So once you will substitute these values, then you will start solving, or you will work it out like expansion of first term square. It will generate three terms: c square, a square minus 2 times s. It is expansion of first whole square. Then minus 4 will be as it is. I would recommend keep 4 outside first, get these two brackets multiplied. It will become ab minus b square minus ac plus bc. And then c square will be written like as it is, no change at all. A square minus 2 times AC, shift 4 inside, means multiply with each term. 4AB, 4B square, minus 4AC and minus 4BC. This is minus 4BC. Minus 4AB, this will be plus 4B square and plus 4C square. Right. So you have to change the sign as well. And then c square plus a square. You will notice, is there any difference in the terms like c square, a square? These two terms will be simplified together, and I will rearrange. 2AC and 4AC will become 2AC, right? And I have a bit less space, so I will write the next terms in the next line. Minus 4AB, this is minus 4AB, and plus 4B square and minus 4BC. Now I have gotten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 terms. The point I want to tell you, the important thing, just for your, as a reminder, I would write that I wanted to arrange these 6 terms in this format, that is x square, y square, z square, 2 times xy, 2 times yz, 2 times xz. It will become a perfect whole square, like this one. So we required this sort of things. We have 6 terms right above in green color in the last step, and I wanted to convert these 6 terms according to this formula. Now I'm just going to arrange the terms and then I will write it. I'm just giving you the guideline that what I'm going to do with these last 6 terms. Wait for a second. So now I'm going to rearrange, because what I wanted, that I wanted to get 3 perfect squares. You can see that there are these 3 perfect squares. So which are 3 perfect squares in this last 6 terms? C square is a perfect square, A square is a perfect square, and 4B square is a perfect square. I will separate these 3 perfect squares and write them in the format like I explained in the box: c square plus a square, and this 4b square I will write it as, Okay, let me first write it or rearrange the terms. 4b square, 3 perfect squares I will arrange first. You will see in the terms that the terms which are perfect squares like c square, a square, 4b square, they will be collected first parallel to this formula, x square, y square plus z square. Then I will write next 4 terms. That is, you can see that one is 2ac, other one is minus 4ab and minus 4bc. Now I'm just arranging these terms according to the shape of this formula, like the point I wanted to explain you earlier, that I will arrange these 3 perfect squares. So I will write C as a perfect square, A square, it can be written as A whole square, 4b square will be written as 2b whole square, like this one. Now, if you keep on looking to the formula that we need 2xy, means 2 times first into second. So what I would like to do, please listen carefully, that I will just write 2 myself. I will write the first term, that is C. I will write the second term, that is A. Again I will write 2. I will write YZ, means second and third term. Second is A, third is 2B, and finally I will write plus 2 again, and I will write first and last. First is C and the last perfect square is 2B, so I will write C times 2B. So I have explained you that I have arranged these 6 terms in a pattern I have mentioned in the red box, so that I can make it a perfect square of 3 terms. And perfect square of 3 terms, wait for a moment, and perfect square of 3 terms can only be generated if we have this type of arrangement, that 3 perfect squares and then 2 times product of first and second, product of second and third, product of first and third. But you will notice, please listen carefully, that we have 2 terms which have negative signs. Minus 4ab and minus 4bc, they contain negative sign. If because I have arranged the formula, so if I keep on writing in this way, you will see that we will be generating 2 into 2, 4ab, that will be positive. But in the question, it is actually negative. So how I will adjust it? If I simply do it, please listen it carefully, that if I place a negative sign with minus 2b, what will happen, that minus 2b whole square will become minus 4b square. So it will not affect any way the square of this 4b square. Minus 2b square will also become minus 4ab, minus 4b square. But right here, because third term will become minus 2b, so you will simply place a negative sign right here. Where there is 2b, you will write it minus 2b. So consequently, when you will multiply them together, it will become minus 4ab and minus 4bc. This problem will be solved by adjusting negative with minus 2b. Because negative 2b square will generate plus 4b square, so it will not affect its originality. It will remain as it is. But you will write the whole square as first, second, and third terms whole square because of this formula, because we have arranged the terms according to this one. So the whole expression will become a perfect square, and at the end you will write, because it is a perfect square, so roots will be real or rational, and this will finish the question. Let me finish first. That roots will be rational, and rational stands for, it is, these will be the real one. Okay, wait for a second. मेरा कैमरा थोड़ा सा स्टिल हो रहा है. Yes, if I wanted to recall it from the beginning so that I can then I will continue from there. The point which I wanted to explain is that we need to find cube root of unity. So we will start it like this one, that we will assume, just for a moment, my camera is tracking for a moment, just let me write it. I'm recalling it from the beginning and then I will proceed. Okay, we need to find cube root of unity. Normally the question appear in your board exam is like this one, find cube root of unity. That's it. Fine, it will be a simple statement, find cube root of unity. So how will you start? You will start, let x be the cube root of unity, and cube root of unity means that x is equals to 1's cube root, 1 raised to power 1 by 3. As you can see that 1 raised to power 1 by 3 will be written, and then we will take how to proceed it now further, that you will take the cube root on both sides, and when you will take the cube root on both sides, the cube root on this side will be cancelled. It will become x3 equals to 1, and then you will shift 1 on the other side, it will become x3 minus 1. You arrange it into the formula of difference of cubes, a cube minus b cube, and then you will factorize the difference of cubes, a cube minus b cube, with this formula as I have written in the box. With this application on left hand side, you will expand it this by using this formula. So by expansion, I am getting this type of expression. So once this expression is obtained, because we need to find the values of x, that is the cube root of x. So for that purpose, I will separate x minus 1 equal to 0, and I will separate x square plus x plus 1, the second equation, which is in the form of a quadratic equation. I will separate it. I have gotten one value of x, but I will get two further values of x from right here. So because it is x is to power 2. So what I am going to do, I will put it into the quadratic formula to find the values of x. I am going to do it on the next page. And x will be equals to minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac. We have done it many times before. We will put the values of a, b, c in it. And you will notice that all a, b, c are actually 1 here. So once I will substitute, it will become 1 square 4 times 1, and c is also 1 over 2 times a. A is equals to 1. And then you will simplify it. Minus 1 plus minus 1 minus 4 over 2 equals to x. Minus 1 plus minus minus 3 under root over 2. So we have gotten two values, and what I can do, that I will separately write it one time minus 1 plus minus, and you know that 3 will be as it is, minus 1 will be written like this one because it is within under root sign or radical sign. So keep minus 1 inside. Minus 1 plus minus 3 times. Minus 1 will be written as iota square, as we have done in complex number system class 9. Minus 1 will be written as iota square. Wait. And it will be written as minus 1 plus minus under root 3 times iota. This will be written outside the radical sign over 2. So this is the value of x. If you write it separately, we assume minus 1 plus under root 3 iota divided by 2, and 1 will be minus 1 minus under root 3 iota divided by 2. So we have gotten two more answers. These are in the form of complex numbers, or the terms involving iotas are called complex numbers. We have already gotten x equals to 1. We have already got it. On the previous page, we have done x equals to 1. So we have calculated 3 cube roots of unity, or 3 cube roots of 1. First one is x equals to 1. It is also called real cube root of unity because it doesn't contain any iotas. Real cube root of unity, or 1. And these two, which contains iotas, these are called complex cube root of unity. Complex number or complex cube root of unity. Now, what I am going to do, we have about 5 minutes left. So we will rename them actually. The term which is plus under root 3, we will rename it as a number. This is labeled as W. This is verbally you will name it as omega. And the second one will be labeled as omega square. I'm just rewriting it. This negative will be labeled as omega square, and this will be labeled as omega only. You will rename it, or you will memorize it as like omega and omega square in this form. So we have come to know, if you shortly write it as cube roots of unity are 1, omega, and omega square. These are the cube roots of unity. Now,